Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial, and today I am going to show you how to draft an off shoulder blouse tutorial. And the first thing I am going to do is I am going to take the length I want for my blouse, and the length is going to be 24 inches. Now that I have gotten the length I want for my blouse, this leftover 1 inch is going to be for hemming allowance. Now the next thing you need to do is to determine how low you want your off shoulder to be and how much of your chest you want to show. And you can use from 3.5 upwards. Now you can use 5 inches, you can use 4 inches, you can use 6, but in basic off shoulder making you shouldn't use more than 5.5. Now for me, I am using 4.5 inches, and I'm just going to go on and connect my marks on my pattern. Now the next measurement you're going to take is your armhole depth, and mine is 8.5 inches. Now because I am going to be joining to sleeve, I would add half inch to it to make it 9 inches, and that is what I am marking on my pattern. And I'll connect my marks. Now the next measurement you're going to take is your shoulder to bust point. Mine is 11.5 inches, and the next measurement I will take is my shoulder to under bust, which is 14.5 inches for me, and the next measurement I am taking is my shoulder to waist, and I will just connect all my marks, my bust points, my under bust line, and my waist line. Now I will just go on and label all this. You already know your armhole line is your bust line, and this is my bust point line, and here is my under bust, and this one is my waist, and here is the length. And don't forget, this is your neck line. Now the next measurement you're going to be taking is your nipple to nipple measurement divided, which is your bust span, and you're going to divide that by 2, and mine is 8 inches divided by 2 is 4 inches, and that is what I am taking on my pattern all the way down to the length. And now I will just connect all my marks. Now, on the bust point line, in order to avoid friction and tightness around the bust area, go upwards by 1 inch and go downwards by 1 inch. This is to avoid tightness and friction around the bust point area. Now, on the underbust and on the waist, you can use half inch for your dart, but I am going to be using 1 inch because I want my bust to really protrude more. And on my length, I am going to take 2 inches upwards. Now on the neckline, I am taking half inch for my darts. Now I am just going to go in and connect my dart lines. Now that we are done connecting our darts, we're going to start putting in our side seam and also the dart allowance. Now here is what we're going to do. On this length, you're going to take your hip circumference divided by 4, and I'm going to place that right there, and also 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. Now on the waist, take your waist circumference divided by 4, and this dart you're going to measure it. I have 2 inches, and I'll place that back on my waist, and don't forget to add your 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. Now on your underbust, take your underbust circumference, place it, and you're going to put back that dart on your underbust and also add your 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. Now on your bust line, you're going to take your bust circumference divided by 4, and I am going to place that right there, and also measure whatever that you have here and add it back to this place. And don't forget to add your 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. And you can see how easy that is. Very easy and simple. And the next thing I am doing now is connecting all my marks. Now, this neckline part is what gets most people confused. They don't usually know how to go about it. And today, guys, I am going to show you how to go about this in a very easy and simple way. I am going to be showing you two methods. And method number one is to take your shoulder to shoulder measurement. That is, place your tape rule from one bone on your shoulder to the other bone on your shoulder. So, the second method, method number two, is to place your tape rule from one armpit point to the other armpit point. Just follow your shoulder bone all the way down to your armpit area. Just follow your shoulder bone, guys, and you won't have any issue. And just measure it like this. And whatever you get is going to be the same with what your shoulder to shoulder is going to be. And mine is 16 inches. My armpit to armpit is 16 inches, and my shoulder to shoulder is 16 inches. So you can decide whichever one you want to take, and whatever you get, divide it by 2. That is just that. Very easy and simple, guys. So now I am going to place my 16 inches, and I am going to divide that by 2, and once I do that, I am going to get 8 inches. Now whatever you get, minus it by 2, subtract it by 2. Okay, this is the standard way to go about it, and it works for any measurement. Now once you subtract, mine gives me 6 inches, and this is what my neckline is going to be. Now on my neckline, I'm going to take this 6 inches mark on my neckline. Now once you have taken that, do not forget your darts. Do not forget your darts. Measure your darts, and you're going to replace that on your neckline. Now if you're not using that, you can just go on and connect it to your bust point. Now because I am adding sleeve to this, I will add 1/2 inch for adding to sleeve. And next thing I'm going to do is to connect that line to the bust line like this. Connect it with a slight curve, and we are done with our front pattern, guys. Now to eliminate sharp edges on your pattern, you can take 3 inches at the bottom of your blouse like that, and take 3 inches upwards and just connect it like this, just to eliminate that sharp edge. Now let's say you want a sweetheart neckline, or whatever neckline you want. You don't want it to have a straight line. Now you can just go by how deep you want your front neckline to be, and just connect it using a sweetheart neckline like this to how deep you want it to be, or you can just connect it with a curve like this. You decide however you want your neckline to be, and I will just go on and leave this pattern this way and just cut out the rest. Now when cutting out your darts, you need to make sure you have no sharp edges, and as you can see, I just had to go in and readjust that. Now as you can see, we are done with our front pattern, and that is looking all nice already. Now on to the back pattern. Now here is my back pattern. As you can see, I have placed in my zipper allowance, and this zipper allowance is 2 inches, and I took it from top to bottom. Now as you can see, I have also taken my 4.5 inches for how deep I want my off shoulder to be, which we also did for the front. Now as you can see, I have also taken my blouse length and also hemming allowance. Now what we're going to do now is to take our shoulder to armhole, which is our armhole depth, which we've also done in the during the front pattern, and I am also taking my shoulder to waist measurement, and now I will just connect all my marks. Now the next measurement you're going to take here is your nipple to nipple measurement, and divided by 2, and I'm going to connect this all the way down to the length of my pattern, and I'll just connect all my marks. Now on the waistline, I'm going to take 1/2 inch on both sides for my darts. Now on here, I'm going to go downwards by 1 inch, and on the length, I'm also going to go upwards by 1 inch, and I'm just going to go on and connect my dart lines. Now on the length of my blouse, I will take my hip circumference divided by 4 and also my 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. And on my waistline, take your waist circumference and also measure your dart and add it back, and also your 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. On your bust line, take your bust circumference divided by 4 and also your 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. Now I'm just going to go on and connect all my marks. To eliminate sharp curve at the bottom, take 3 inches and also take 3 inches upwards and connect your mark. Now for the neckline of the back, it's going to be the same method on how we did the neckline of the front. And remember your measurements. Mine is 16 inches, and you're going to divide that by 2, and it's going to give you 8, and subtract it by 2. And that's 6 inches. I'm going to place it there and also add 1/2 inch for joining to sleeve and connect my armhole line. Now from this neckline, you can go downwards by 1 inch or however deep you want your back to be. Now I'm just going to connect this and go downwards by 1 inch, and I'm just going to connect the lines, and this pattern is ready to cut. Now don't forget to open up the back because of the zipper allowance so that your bags can be separated. Now you can either leave your pattern like this so you can have 2, or you can just place your pattern back together and just open up the darts. Now I am going to do that and show you what the finished look looks like. Now once you're done, you can see how beautiful that would look. And the next tutorial I'm going to show you now is how to make this off-shoulder sleeve tutorial. Now as you can see, my pattern is on fold, and that is all you need, a pattern, and fold it over. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marginal line right here at the top of my pattern, because this pattern, once you fold it over, it is no longer going to be equal. Now here is how to calculate this. You will take your bust circumference divided by 12 plus 1/2 inch for allowance, and that in total for me is 4.5 inches. And this is what my sleeve cap's height is going to be. Some people also call this bicep. Now on this line, I am going to take my armhole circumference divided by 2. And that is what I am going to place right here plus sewing allowance. Now I am going to take the length I want for my sleeve, and for this video I am using my shoulder to wrist measurement, and you can use any measurement you want. Now once you're done taking your sleeve length, you're going to add hemming allowance, and I am using 1 inch for hemming allowance. Now take your wrist circumference divided by 2 plus sewing allowance. Now this is the part a lot of people often tend to get confused. And what is supposed to be on that line is your around the shoulder measurements. And I am going to show you how to take those measurements and how to place it. And once you're done doing this, you're never going to have issues with off-shoulder sleeves again. Now this is how you take your round the shoulder measurements. Tape it around your shoulder like this, and as you can see, you take the circumference, and mine is 44 inches. And the next measurement you need is your upper bust circumference, and here is how to take that. And you're going to take the circumference like this, just on top of your bust like this, and you would measure around the circumference, as you can see. And when I measured mine, what I got was 35.5. Now you're going to subtract 44 from 35. That is your round shoulder minus upper bust circumference. And what you get, you're going to add 1 to it for allowance. And in total, it is going to be 9.5. Now, because your pattern is going to be unfold, you're going to divide this by 2. And once I divided mine, I got 4.5. Now, what you're going to do is, I am going to take the 4.5 and I'm going to place it just right here on my pattern. And now I would connect my armhole line. Guys, you can see how easy this is. Like, it is so easy. Anybody can do this. And now I'm just connecting all the rest of the lines. Now what you can do is you can come here and go down by 1/2 inch if you want your sleeve to have a little bit of curve, or you can as well leave it as it is. Now on this line, I'm going to fold. On this line, I'm going to fold this sleeve opening, and I'm just going to cut. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, like, what are you waiting for? Subscribe already, and I have interesting tutorials to come. You would love. And now when you open your pattern, you can measure it and you would see that you have 9.5. The previous 9.5 that we divided by 2, you can see that. I hope you all have enjoyed this tutorial and learned something from it. If you have, do give this video a thumbs up. Love you all. See you in my next video. Bye.